Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuse of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and yet that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
So we just read right here, say, because the devil done came down to this earth. Whoa. So not only is the earth hell for him, but he about to make it hell for everybody else that's here. Let's go over to 2 Peter chapter 2. 2 Peter chapter 2. And we're going to look at one verse here. Because the Satan took, he went down, him, his angels, and a third of the angels went down. I mean, Satan and a third of the angels went down, got kicked out of heaven, and that became hell for them. No, they didn't get put into a lake of fire. We're going to read. Let's read. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. Go ahead.
For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world.
Okay, that's good. So it said, for God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell. But we saw the angels that sinned, they got cast to the earth, and it said they were delivered unto the chains of darkness to be reserved until the day of judgment. See, so that means that the lake of fire, I mean, right now what we done read is that they sitting on earth, because we saw they going to earth, until the day of judgment. We don't see them going nowhere before then. We don't see them guard no gates. You know, we haven't read nothing like that. Let's go over to the book of Jude. Jude chapter 6. And Jude is the book right before Revelations. Jude chapter 6. Or right before right before Revelation. Jude verse 6. Jude verse 6. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains on the darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
But now, it don't say that they guarding gates or nothing like that. It said that they are reserved in a chains of darkness. Just think about what we saying, chains of darkness. That means they locked up in darkness, reserved until a great day. This is hell for them. You know, at some point, they'll be able to be released. And we're going to read that point today. But this is hell for them. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. Because the class title, again, is hell, the condition, the lake of fire, everlasting punishment. So we got to prove that this is a condition. Hell is a condition. And we've proven that. But we're going to get a little more. Some people want to show you and tell you that, that Jesus went to hell. And when he died, that's what they want to tell you, that Jesus went to hell when he died. He did go to hell. He went to the grave. That's where he went, to the grave. Isaiah chapter 5, and let's pick this up at verse 11.
Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them, and the harp and the viol, the tabret and pipe and wine are in their feasts, but they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider the operation of his hands. Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend unto it.
Okay, so he just showed you here that hell, they'll open up his mouth without measure, right? Well, let's go over to Jonah chapter 2 now. Jonah chapter 2. The book of Jonah. Because people going to still want to try to say that hell is something more than a condition. See, the Bible don't even try to tell you hell is the lake of fire. That's something we done did. You know, that's something we didn't add it to it. Now, the lake of fire is hell. I'll tell you that again. But when we read in the book of Jonah, chapter 2 and verse 2, this should help us find out what hell is. Go ahead.
And said, I cried by reason of mine affliction.
I'm sorry, start at verse 1.
Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of his fish's belly.
So Jonah is in the belly of the whale, right? Go ahead.
And said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice.
Now it just said he cried out of the belly of hell. But where do we see Jonah? We see Jonah in the belly of a whale. See, but that whale ain't the lake of fire or nothing like it. It was just Jonah was in a bad condition. He was in a horrible condition. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna grab this definition of the word hell, and I'm gonna read this for you. And this is just a regular Merriam-Webster Collegiate Dictionary, 10th edition. And it says hell. And it says another world in which the dead continue to exist. That's what it say. It say another world where the dead, where they continue to exist. Then it says Hades. Okay. Then it says another realm of the devil and the demons with which the damned suffer everlasting punishment, often used in curses. Then definition 2 says a place or state of misery, torment, or wickedness. Now when the Bible uses hell, that's what it's referring to, a place or state of misery, torment, or wickedness. But at the same time, we also see that the English language have picked up definitions for this word hell. We even called it another world in which the dead continue to exist, and then we also put a realm of the dead in which demons and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're gonna read now and see if this is what we find in the Bible when we start reading this. So the first place we're gonna start is Job chapter 14. Job chapter 14, because it said that another world in which the dead continue to exist. Then they put Hades right next to it, right? Job 14, when you get to verse 1, go ahead and read it.
Man that is born of a woman is of few days, and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower, and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow, and continueth not. And doest thou open thy eyes upon such a one, and bringest me into judgment with thee? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So he's showing you here, he's saying that man days is numbered. He can't get past the days that God done set upon him, right? Keep reading. Skip down to verse keep reading.
Turn from him, that he may rest, till he shall accomplish, as a hireling his day. For there is hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again.
So he's telling you something. He like, if a tree gets chopped down, it's hope, because you know you can water that tree possibly, and a little green thing come out the tree. Go ahead.
And that the tender branch thereof will not cease, though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground. Yet through the scent of water it will bud, and bring forth boughs like a plant. But man dieth, and wasteth away. Yea, man giveth up the ghost, and where is he?
But it say now, man, he died and wasted. Man don't live like the flower. You can't take a dead body and throw a little water on and think it's gonna start coming back to life. Let's read verse 12. Go ahead.
So man lieth down and riseth not, till the heavens be no more.
Wait a minute. It say man lieth down and rise not, till the heavens be no more. Now this definition said another world in which the dead continue to exist. Brothers and sisters, if man is to live out, first of all, let's go back to the Garden of Eden real quick.